Hello and welcome to a Killerbits podcast. I'm Toby, and joining me are John and Peter. Say hello. Don't do it.
Oh, you
Don't do it. Say hello.
Hello, John and Peter.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing?
Excellent. The reason that we're coming to your ears rather than your eyes and ears this week
We have become ethereal beings.
Yeah,
We no longer have bodies.
I'm made of light.
And I'm made of soul.
Well,
Without the music.
well, I was going to
Do
say...
you have soul? It's
no, Peter and I were both dying last week. Not of anything like serious, but we're no longer dying.
Well, I think we're still dying.
Well, yeah, slowly decaying. But, like, the march towards the crypt is forever ongoing. In fact, I turned 26 on Wednesday.
Ooh, plugging your birthday.
I'm not plugging my birthday, but
Everyone
if anyone wants
should
to
go
send
celebrate.
me
You
anything.
do realise this is going out on Wednesday?
Oh, excellent. Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday.
If you're listening, future Toby, please, just don't do it. Okay, so we're going to open this week with news of YouTube finally rolling out 60 frames a second. Ironically, in audio form.
Yeah.
I
we picked the best medium to do this in.
Yeah.
I'm
little bit.
speaking at 60 frames per second at the moment. You probably can't tell from your limited viewing screen windows.
If you want, we could just get like a looping webum
There we go.
of the Killerbits logo rotating.
I've spent most of my free time since hearing this news just watching old gameplay footage of games I've already seen, but better.
I don't know. This is going to change like the way that YouTube is.
I don't know, because, I mean, I'm going to get into the opinions of what's better. Is it
What,
24,
20 yeah,
24 frames a second is cinematic? No, but I mean, I can see the point of having 60 frames per second for actually playing games. But when you're watching it back on YouTube and that, is there really much difference? If you-
Yeah.
Yes.
Like if you watch a buttery like reload animation from Stalker, you just like your erection slowly rises.
Absolutely.
But like in 30 frames a second, like everything looks slightly janky. But like it's amazing. The only limit is your own eyes at that point.
Things look more filmic at the 30 frames.
Yeah,
They
but
look like actual...
I'm just thinking about the actual audience, though, because everybody who's watching YouTube videos anyway are just used to how it looks already. I fully get behind things look better at 60 frames per second when you're actually playing, and
Yeah.
you need that with particular types of games, you know, that kind of Twitch response and things
Oh,
like that.
FPSs, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for
Fighting
kind of
tournaments, yeah.
yeah, but to actually just watch a video on YouTube, whether it's 20-minute Let's Play or 30-second animation or things like that, it's not going to make a lot of difference really having 60 frames. I don't think.
The thing that's going to make a difference to me is I don't know how this is going to affect my bandwidth. Like, surely I'm downloading twice as many frames, or is that not how
Well,
the
no,
internet
I mean,
works?
this is one thing I want to actually look into, rather than going, oh, look, it looks prettier at 60 frames a second. Is it actually much more bit rate?
Absolutely, yeah.
Like, this is what confuses me. Like, I'm not a smart man.
Yeah.
I don't understand how to internet, but, like, I imagine that it's cramming an extra 30 frames a second down my eyes.
Well, yeah, if it's going to use the same bitrate as a 30-frame video. To do a
Right.
So
60-frame
it's
video,
basically...
it won't look as good.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's what, like 3 megabits per second YouTube video or something like that. So you've got
Really?
to think...
720.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so you got to think 3 megabits spread between 30 frames or 3 megabits spread between 60 frames.
I see. So we're going to
it's
see
good.
some pretty serious degradation
Yeah.
as things go on.
Yep.
Wow, it looks like it really is the era of the super fast.
And you know what's a funny coincidence is the... we'll get into this later, I'm sure. The PlayStation 4 2.0 Masamune
Masamune.
update now has YouTube support, but that's only 30 frames a second.
What?
And 720. What? Yeah, it's the same week as the YouTube going up to 60, and the leading next gen console can't keep up.
So what you're what you're saying is that these guys, like, they saw an opportunity and they were just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Like,
That sounds about right, actually.
actually, that does kind of sum up Sony a little bit.
To be honest, I wouldn't blame Sony if they couldn't foresee YouTube doing something unexpected.
It's not been
can foresee that happening.
It's not been unexpected.
Nobody
though.
expects
Like,
the Spanish route.
I thought YouTube had said that they were going up to 60 for ages.
It was. I think it was back in June, July. They said about it. So it's been on the cards for like 3-4 months.
Yeah, no one expected it to be implemented like this quickly.
No.
But like they are like they're owned by Google.
Yeah.
Like they're not going to do things slowly. But I mean, talking about frame rates and stuff. Look at this elegant segue. Let's talk about and PS4. Holy shit, that's 2 in 1. Bloodborne have like FromSoft have released a statement saying that they never aimed for 60 FPSs,
Yeah.
quote unquote, because they're not an FPS.
Yeah.
What?
You don't need the frame perfect precision as a shooting game when you are doing frame perfect rolling.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, there are literal iframes that you need to be frame perfect on, and they're just like, yeah, no, don't worry about it. Like 20 FPS, it's fine. You
Well,
can't
makes it more filmic.
Oh, that's the Ubisoft argument.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's the thing. It's not a fucking film, is it? It's a video game.
It's the most interactive film possible.
It's the most. I like the top hat physics.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still real. I mean, obviously, I'm going to be hyped for Bloodborne, but like I've been like in the interim, I've been playing a bit of that Lords of the Fallen. And
How is that, Toby?
It's clunky. It's really, really clunky.
Wow, is it clunky?
Like the first thing I did when I got into the game, obviously, was take off all my armor to see if I would roll faster, and lo and behold, I did. And then I did a button check, and I was like, oh. Oh, it's Dark Souls.
Yep.
Like, you do jumping attacks, you do kicks. The only thing that's different is that they've, like, made the face buttons cack-handed. So A is roll, Y is pick up. It's... I don't know if I like it yet. But I'll probably do a Let's Play or something for the channel over the next, like, 6 months or so. Yeah. So we'll be fine.
No. It's gonna go right up to, February in Bloodborne. And then you're just going to forget... every other game in existence.
At that point, I'm just not going to care anymore. I'm pretty sure that I'll just be a wilted husk of a man.
I'm sure spending on a PlayStation 4 for yourself suddenly, as soon as February rolls in, is going to be the thing that makes you not be able to do anything else.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I mean, I'm already like getting the internet set up here and stuff. Oh, I've moved house, by the way, podcast. Isn't that fascinating? No, I've... like, getting everything set up here has been very, very expensive. I didn't realise quite how expensive moving house was, because this is the first time I've done it outside of uni as an adult.
Ooh, big scary world out there.
Yeah,
Each alive.
So like, I got a letter from the other day from the council, like, don't forget your tax. I was like, what? I don't use roads. What the fuck are they thinking? Like, last time I went to the NHS was to get, like, a tooth drilled out, and they did that badly. I don't want to pay them.
You're probably going to feel a sense of entitlement, and as soon as you pay your first lot of tax, you're going to go to the doctor for any reason possible.
Yeah, but I'm English, though. Like, we don't go to the doctor unless something is, like, legitimately bleeding out. But at the same time, like, I'm going to expect my fucking trash to, like, picked up every week on time. The second there's a strike, I'm going to be fuming.
It's the same with Xbox Live and PlayStation Plus subscribers. If there's any problem with the online service, they're straight away with, this is the worst service, boycott, remove accounts, blah, blah, blah. But then the Wii U players, without their premium subscription services...
premium.
If there's...
What do you mean, you people?
Nothing to complain about.
Yeah, no, not only do we have nothing to complain about, but we also have a lovely service, including Miiverse. Oh my god, so the Smash Direct. Yeah. 50 things you didn't know about Smash. This is old news by now, but fuck, I'm going to talk about it because I care about Smash.
Yep.
Not 50 things.
No.
Don't lie to me, Sakurai.
It's not that he can't count, it's that he likes to troll.
He really... Like, Sakurai and Kojima are just two amazing Japanese guys with brilliant hair that like to wind me up. I'm pretty certain at this point.
The thing that winds me up the most is that for us 3DS-only owners, the free Mewtwo DLC will cost $39.99.
What you mean is that it's going to cost you £160 because you're clearly going to buy a Wii U for this.
Well, if I'm buying the game, I might as well.
Well, the thing that gets me is that you can always come here to play Smash Bros, but why would you do that when we can both sit in our respective underwears?
Yes.
Over the internet.
Using the fibers.
Yeah, using the fibers.
Wow.
Oh man, I can't believe how good fiber optic's going to be. 30 meg upload. What is that?
We will be streaming so much live gameplay, I'm sure, on this channel by then.
For those of you who don't know, by the way, the Killerbits is actually filmed out of a little shit heap called Cornwall. It's like the Shire, but like 400 years before the Third Age.
Yep.
It's exhausting being here.
I've actually had to cut down on my Twitch streaming. I used the share function on PlayStation 4 when I got it a lot. And I realised people on the stream were saying, your audio's cut off, or why is it so low quality? But that's because my internet's not very good, and I don't want to give a service to people viewing that's just not worth watching.
So it's not because...
So why are you with this channel?
So it's not because you decided to do Twitch streaming naked, then?
Holy shit.
Well, no, that's the draw. I take my shirt off, and suddenly Twitch is saying, you can't do that, and I'm saying, I'm an adult.
I I can't fucking believe that Twitch is cracking down on sexually suggestive clothing. I mean, I can believe it, and in a way, there is like a giddy part of me that's like,
True.
Like,
but it has taken them like a year, hasn't it? Since what was it? The whole playroom thing with.
Oh, that was fantastic.
You remember that?
I was so upset that I didn't get a PlayStation 4 on launch purely because I couldn't have experienced the uncensored playroom.
Do you not remember? Like, I remember like watching a playroom stream of just a woman in a bikini taking apart a DualShock 4. And I was like, this is the most fascinating thing I've ever seen from a technological point of view.
You know, it's not actually got any better. I went on the playroom. I went on my PlayStation 4, just watching other streams only a couple of weeks ago. And there was this couple sitting down, just talking. They seem to be very popular. I think she just finished streaming. She's showing off her drawings of various animes and things. And the entire stream was, oh, show us your tits. Take some clothes off.
You know who I feel bad for, though? Fran.
Yeah.
Because she obviously does a lot of sexually suggestive Twitch streaming.
Right,
that
yes.
Pikachu onesie of hers
That
has to
onesie.
be banned because,
Yeah.
oh
I
my
don't think
god.
she'll be allowed with that.
I have never seen anyone look so hot.
Yeah.
But, like, how is this going to affect, like, Twitch? Because, I mean, obviously you've got people like Siren and stuff who pretty much, like, they get their money from
Their assets.
their assets rather than actually playing the game in the way that other streamers do.
It's when you have
And
the
it's not-
player as
yeah.
the full screen, and
Yeah.
the game as the picture-in-picture in the corner.
Yeah, no, I remember seeing that and just being like, well, why are people watching this? And then I realised...
Yeah.
And, like, nothing against them. I'm sure that they're lovely people and, you know, more power to them if they want to make money that way. But
Yep.
the fact that Twitch is cracking down on this, is this an issue of censorship?
Does this mean we will see a new streaming service called Twatch?
I think that...
We can show sexually suggestive.
Well, is that the one owned by Pornhub as opposed to Amazon?
Perhaps.
Oh my god, I think that we're onto something here, Peter.
Absolutely. We just swap the A into the I and we're done. Twatch.
Twatch.
Yeah, Twatch.
Yeah, I would definitely... Can you imagine that? So what do you want to do when you grow up? Well, I really want to become an esports commentator on Twatch.
Okay, I think this shouldn't go out on the podcast because this is now an intellectual property.
Yeah, it's all right. We'll sort out the domain between now and Wednesday.
This is ours now.
No, it's fine. You wait. In about 2 weeks or so, we'll see like bitch,
Yeah.
which is not all right. Like in any way, shape, or form.
No, it's dogs playing video games.
Yeah, exactly. Which is
Once again, I'm claiming that intellectual property. Anyone listening, please do not steal original character.
original property. Do not steal. Did you just sum up all copyright law
Yes,
with
thank
a
you.
Sonic OC?
Yes.
Oh man, I honestly can't believe like some of the news that has come out this week. Like, I mean, obviously Iwata's back. He's recovered. And we are so happy here.
It's probably because Nintendo posted that they are earning again.
Which is good. Which is good. I mean, Smash Bros. Came out and everyone was like,
Yes.
oh shit, I remember them.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's this year's Nintendo game to buy.
Yeah, which is good because it means that me and my Skylanders will finally have a new home in full glory online. I can't believe 8 consecutive players, man.
Not just 6.
Oh, concurrent.
Not just 7. Well, they
But
skipped
8.
7 altogether, didn't they?
Yeah, no. Why the fuck would anyone ever assume 7?
6 and 8.
Yeah.
Isn't the 8 player essentially for 4 people and their figure players? Or
No,
is it
no,
full
it's
8 players?
it's 8 players.
Wow.
I mean, obviously, like the Wii U has 2 USB ports, and
Yes.
the GameCube controller adapter uses one of those, so it'll just be chaos.
Oh my god, 2 adapters. You can just 8 GameCube controllers.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
And this is why Nintendo's back in the money, because they're selling old GameCube controllers for 50
really
quid a
old.
pop.
Oh shit! It's almost like they've realised that you can do that now. Like they see their kids in like Angry Birds hats, and they're just like, "Oh shit! Remember that one, when that was us? You remember back when people would wear a Mario shirt, be happy about it?"
It's a case of what we need to do is sell toys.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to buy every single amiibo. Like I'm covering Disney Infinity and Skylanders literally just to get my hands on amiibos.
Will you be buying the custom Smash Brothers controller?
I already have like
Pre-ordered.
12
Oh, you have 12
GameCube pads.
Oh, imagine someone who'd sold their GameCube pad. how gutted they'd be feeling right now.
My favourite, like, I like to imagine them, like, walking past a TV shop and just saying, like, on every screen, just like, new from Nintendo, Smash Bros. Buy a copy and play it. And just, like, a single tear eking down their cheek as I am sitting in my palace of GameCube pads.
Yes, and Wavebirds.
There's a lot, oh man, my Wavebird
Do you reckon the Wavebird will work?
Yeah.
It's supposed to, yeah.
No, of course the Wavebird will work. Like, all of the Bluetooth and stuff is self-contained.
Yeah.
And that can have 16 in one area, which means that we can have 2 Wii U's running 8 players concurrently. That's maths.
It's time to smash!
It really is.
I really can't wait.
But, okay, from one end of the gaming spectrum in Smash Bros. To the other end in Call of Duty,
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty has peaked, apparently.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So saith the powers that be. And Advanced Warfare is expected to sell only 70% of Black Ops 2.
That's because when Black Ops 2 came out, people all had millions of Xbox 360s. And now it's spread between Xbox 360s, Xbox Ones, and the PlayStation generation equivalents. So of course it's not going to sell as well.
Yeah, like, this is the thing. If you release a game that is, like, what do you call it, transgenerational? Is that a thing, or is that Botox?
Maybe.
Like, it's fucking absolutely crazy to me that people are expecting, like, Ghost to perform on the same level as Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Black Ops 2 sold to everybody.
Everybody.
And, like, it was actually really good, and, like, the story was real fun.
It was funny.
And, yeah, and then Ghosts came along and was just...
We need a hook. Let's stick the dog in it.
Press left bumper to dog attack. Yeah, that's a thing in the game, Peter. Like, Peter just turned to me, like, with disbelieverous eyes.
I didn't know he had his own button. That's fantastic.
Oh, yeah. But, like, it's quite exciting. And, like, the game will apparently have zombies.
Yes.
But will they be
Yes.
Nazi zombies?
Isn't it funny, as soon as they say, oh no, it's not going to be as high-selling as previous Call of Duties, so they leak zombies.
And the best thing about, like, you remember how, like, okay, John, you'll remember how bad the zombies replacement on Ghost was, the extinction mode.
Yes.
Where you fought the same 4 dogs that spat the same 4 throwing knives at you for an hour with other people who you'd never talked to, who were just like, yeah, I'm covering the nuke! And you're just like, oh my god, please kill me.
Wow.
Yeah, no, like, Zombies was great fun.
Yeah.
Zombies remains great fun. Like, whether you like Call of Duty or not, you're just like, fucking hell.
They made their own game out of it.
Yeah.
As well. Oh yeah, like a mobile game.
Oh, shit.
It was fun. It was
Yeah,
good.
no, I remember that. I had to review that for another group of guys I work for.
I think for a mobile game it was fun. I would have preferred to play it with a controller.
Yeah, that's the trouble with all mobile games, though, I find. Like, you're lucky because you've got that giant Sony phone of yours.
That's wonderful.
So, like, you can plug in a
DualShock straight away.
And, like, I remember playing, what was it, Vice City? And just being like, holy shit, it's like I've got Vice City in my hands.
High definition Vice City.
The thing that gets me, though, is that now there's high definition San Andreas
Isn't
on
it?
Xbox
Yes.
for £3.
Isn't it great how it turns out that the high definition San Andreas on Xbox is just
basically
simply
the iOS version.
of the iOS version.
Who cares? It's got achievements.
It's supposedly got, what is it, better draw distance and things like that. The videos I've seen of it, I've not actually played it. It go, yeah, this isn't any better than it's in widescreen. That's the only difference I can see.
It's also 720p, which is
Yeah.
like if ever you've played if you played San Andreas recently
Yeah.
on like a PS2 or something, which I had the misfortune of doing. It looks like you're watching a VHS of a bad video game.
But I think that's fantastic.
Oh yeah, no, that has its place,
Yeah.
but it's not in my 1080p television nonsense screen. I can't even talk. Like my TV's bullshit. It's kind of upsetting.
I've been plugging in my tablet into my TV screen recently.
Oh really?
Hoping to get some more tablet fun on the channel here, and it looks fantastic. And I am looking into getting a wireless HDMI adapter, but those things are so expensive.
We're really living in the future at this point.
Isn't it great how much future we live in?
Like, I remember, like, what 10 years ago? Like, the Nokia 3210 was about as good as you got.
Do you know what's over 10 years old now?
Not.
The Nokia N-Gage.
No.
The greatest handheld console came out in 2003.
Fuck me.
And I think the QB or whatever the second version was.
Yeah, the one where you didn't have to take the battery out to change
Yeah, a
games.
couple of years later. And where you didn't have to hold the phone sideways against your head to talk into it as a phone.
Still gave you tumours.
Did you play any of the games on the N-Gage?
Yeah.
I
couple
played
of them, they
Tomb
were-
Raider. It was great.
Really?
Yeah, it was a perfect port.
I only ever played like a FIFA game of all things.
Oh, boring.
And it was, yeah, no, it was fucking boring, but it was an average thing. Like, I could see me playing that if the phone that I had didn't already have games on it.
Do you reckon any consoles will go backward compatible with the N-Gage?
Yeah.
So does Microsoft own? does Microsoft own the properties that released on the N-Gage now?
Do they? Did they buy Nokia?
Yeah, they own Nokia, and just this week they removed Nokia from the Lumia range. It's now just the Lumia or the Microsoft Lumia.
Oh, I had no idea that
That's a new
Microsoft.
thing.
I had no idea that Microsoft owned Nokia.
Yeah, Nokia has just been wiped out completely.
Holy shit! Can you imagine if, like, on the Xbox One, they just released like a virtual console for the Nokia?
Or the N-Gage. And Snake.
Everybody's playing Snake on a 52-inch screen.
Oh my god!
This is the future.
I would 100.
This is next.
The trouble is that that's exactly like whenever you see like 80s films where they're predicting the video games people are going to be playing in the future, they're all like Snake because no one had any vision.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my favourite one is Soylent Green, where she's playing at I think it's a Pong cabinet.
Yeah.
And it's meant to be, only 10 years ago from now.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, these computer graphics are so excellent. They look so real. And it's Pong. And it's no.
There is a real bittersweet irony when you see stuff like that. Especially, like, I was playing Alien Isolation the other day.
Yeah.
And seeing, like, there's an arcade in the game where they show, like, what in the 70s they thought video games would be. And you're looking at bad video games imagined as future video games in a game emulating the style of bad video games. Holy shit.
That's getting very meta.
Yeah, it's
extraordinarily
the most meta joke. It's exciting, like when old games get new stuff, like X-Wing and X-Wing.
Of course, yeah. They're now on GOG, aren't they?
Which is really fucking excellent. I was also playing a Unity game. I can't remember what the name of it is, but I'm going to do a quick bit of it for the channel, John. Yeah. Holy shit, it's amazing. You feel like Starbuck. But like those games are amazing, and it's so nice to see that they're not like dead.
But I mean, this is interesting because obviously it's probably about a year ago now that Lucas sold all the rights to Disney, isn't it?
Yeah, about that.
So are we going to see more of the old properties? Because I mean, obviously, Grim Fandango's still in the works, isn't it? The remake.
Yeah.
Grim Fandango is expected to be shown as a preview at the PlayStation Experience in December.
Holy shit!
In Las Vegas.
Oh my god!
Finally going to see next gen.
Vegas, baby.
Vegas, baby. We have to somehow get tickets for the entire Killerbits to make it to Vegas on the 6th of December.
I was so excited when we were looking through Costume Quest 2 stuff. And I saw a Manny Calavera
costume
for questing. Yeah.
But the only thing that we saw of that was the child wearing the makeup. We didn't see like in battle when you become the costume.
Do you think that'll be a
Do you think
thing?
it will be Manny?
Oh my
Like
god! Can you imagine?
Oh my god!
Can you imagine his Tommy gun?
Yeah, or like he'd be in Glantis' car. Like
this is Final Smash.
running people out of his Final Smash.
Well, talking about Manny Calavera and things that are dead. Oh, spurious! Prey 2 is dead.
Rest in pieces.
Yeah,
It's
rest in fucking pieces. Prey 2.
The coma's finally over. They've pulled the plug.
Oh man, the first Prey game was so ahead of its time. It did Portal before Portal. Yeah. It did like Mario Galaxy, like spheroid jumpy bits. It was fucking great, and it was like a competent Doom 3.
Doom 3 was very competent.
Okay, fine. It was like a more competent Doom 3.
Doom 3 was the father of jump scares. Modern jump scares.
Yeah, thanks.
Love it.
Thanks, id.
Now it's Bethesda. And now Bethesda have dropped Prey 2. They just want Doom to survive. It's the fucking conspiracy!
There can be only one surreal hell base. Anywho, speaking of other things that have been cancelled, Dying Light has been cancelled on the 360 and PS3, which means it's next gen exclusive.
Yeah.
Or, for those of you who are, transcendental to the generational experience, yeah, still on PC. Good for those guys.
And the good thing about PC gaming now is that since the NVIDIA 900 series cards have come out, that's all anyone's getting.
Yeah.
And they are exceptional cards for half the price of comparable cards of the previous generation.
Yeah,
and anyone thinking of getting an AMD to save money, they're just slapped, like, backhanded on all the forums. Just get yourself a 970.
Yeah, because, I mean, what was it, this week, Overclockers cut everything down to, like, something stupid, like 250 quid for the 970 or something.
Yeah, 970 is now less than 250, and it's the best experience you can get for, less than £300. Just hands down, you won't get anything better. And PC gaming it's gonna take off because not everyone's gonna buy an next gen console.
The thing that gets me about PC gaming is that, like, all of a sudden it seems really commonplace in living rooms. Mm-hmm. Like, I go to your place, there's a giant PC there. Yep. There's a PC here in my living room, which is really fucking confusing. I go to my friends' houses, they've all got PCs in the living room, and they've all just got, like, wireless keyboards and mice, and they're just sitting in their pants, like... Yeah, fucking what of it? Look, I'm streaming things while I'm doing things. Would you like me to tab out this game so I can check my bank balance? Oh wait, it's huge because I haven't had to spend £400 on a metal money coffin.
But also, I still don't use Steam Big Picture mode.
Yeah, why would you? You just squint real hard.
I am the living room user. I have the wireless keyboard and mouse. I sit away from my big screen on a PC in the living room, yet I still don't use Big Picture.
That's because I don't like it. Man.
No, I don't like it.
Like,
it's slow.
It's slow and it hurts my eyes and everything's kind of out of focus. But I think that might be because I need glasses.
It works as its own sort of console interface, but when you have the PC alternative in the background, you would use it.
Yeah, like there is no reason to be running it.
So basically, Gaben was kind of half right a year ago. Everybody's going to have a PC in their living room.
Yes, you're right, Gaben.
But nobody's going to use Big Picture.
Look, Gaben has been half right for years. In fact, some might say that soon he will be Half-Life 3.
Almost.
Nearly. My brain didn't work. I tried.
We can see that gag coming a mile off, but it's just like it's this car crash.
I tried so hard to make it funny.
Isn't it upsetting how Half-Life 3 has now stopped the momentum of... Oh, confirmed. That's done now. I haven't seen it explode in so long. In fact, there's that Kickstarter that some guy has started.
It's a PR company.
The PR company's like, we're going to drive the confirm Half-Life 3 campaign and drive trucks in front of Gaben and storm his Winter Palace with Half-Life 3 stuff. And we'll get it made for all of your money, please. Give us your money.
Yeah, the real question is, why do they think that we'd want that from them? Yeah. Like... This is the first time that I've ever seen a marketing company approach the public, but without a product to sell. They're like, hey guys, do you want to market with us?
Hey internet, you like hype? Let's be hype!
Yeah, it feels like a bad energy drink convention. Like where everyone's just like, no one really understands what's going on. And everyone's just, like, running in circles. Like, fucking hell, who's the consumer here? Is it Gabe? Is it us?
And then Sunset Overdrive happens.
Yeah. And then me, a badly rendered version of me with one of the 4 preset body types gets bored for an hour and a half before the locomotion opens up. That game is bad at the start and really good about 2 hours in.
2 hours in is a good point to get good.
Yeah, like, it's really slow to begin with. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, it's just like...
Whatever happened to 10-minute tutorials? Why is it now 2-hour tutorials for games?
John, I hate to break it to you, but people these days need things to be explained to them in a slow, rational way by American hipsters.
But they also don't like to stop and read. Yeah. So, tutorials have to be sort of bled into the gameplay, so it happens without you realising, which draws out the intro of a game.
You remember Half-Life 2, how it was like, hazard course. Fucking do it. Yeah. You don't have to do it, but you won't be able to complete the game unless you learn how to, long jump.
Remember Call of Duty Modern Warfare?
Oh my god. Ramirez, shoot that target!
Fucking brilliant tutorial.
And then great. And then all of a sudden it was like, guys, I know that you're done shooting the cardboard things, but there's people over there. and they seem to have IEDs. anyone want to go get the tank? And then you're like, I don't know how that's going to sound on the podcast, but here, gorgeous.
Absolutely milky.
Yeah,
Especially at 60 frames a second.
especially at 60 frames a second. Excellent.
60 frames.
Like, I don't know. I just don't know anymore. Like, all these games being cancelled, like KG and Afane needing to do a third crowdfunder. Like, he crowdfunded Mighty Number 9. Then he was like, guys, we need voice actors. And we've spent all the money on nonsense. Like a TV show no one asked for. I know you didn't ask for it. I know you asked for co-op and online and like a game. But we've made a TV show. You want to crowdfund the DLC that you're also going to have to buy? What? Does KG and Afane just not know how money it works? Is this why Capcom wouldn't make Mega Man?
This is why Capcom are going out of business, because...
Like, is this why they won't make Mega Man? Because they give him money and he just, like, forms it into a fashionable bow tie and then burns it. What is he doing with it?
I'm sure we've discussed this before, but who would you want to buy Capcom?
Nintendo.
Nintendo?
I want to see Super Mega Man Galaxy.
Yes.
With him surfing on his robot dog, Rush. To Rush.
Yeah.
The music of the universe.
I would like to see Sega buy them, because now that Sega own Atlas, they can have Persona versus Capcom.
Oh my god, my dick. You know, it would be fucking great, but at the same time, like, Sega aren't, like, they are anybody's whore at this point.
Except for Western fans of Yakuza.
Or Sonic.
They just let him out on his leash.
Yeah, so good.
Go for some money.
Did you know that Sonic Boom is the first time you're ever going to be able to change characters in a Sonic game?
Oh, really? Like, live in-game? I'm going to be able to
live
press a
in-game.
button to change to another one of the side heroes.
Yeah, I can't believe...
Of the heroes in the Sonic.
Yeah, it's going to be totally chaotic.
You know, and I can't wait for Amy Rose... Fucking why?
Why is she the most competent one there now? Like, I understand why she's the most competent one there now. Because they kind of had to make her the most competent one there now.
Yes.
Because now they've got Styx the Badger.
Yes. I do like how Sega is trying to separate themselves from oh, this isn't the real Sonic, and it's not Sonic Boom in Japan, it's Sonic Toon. It's like, no, it's the cartoon Sonic. It's not the game Sonic, it's the cartoon
Yeah, because Sonic wasn't a cartoon before with his giant eyes. And ill-formed legs.
Yeah. Sonic X apparently doesn't happen canon as well.
Sonic X is good, though. Sonic X was alright, except Chris Thorndike.
I did really like when they decided to drop their own original stories and did adaptations of the adventure.
Yeah, that is Sonic X.
And then they went and did, like, space versions. No, that's after, like, the first half of the season.
Nah.
After season 1, they decided to get good.
Yeah, no, you don't watch season 1.
But
okay, no, this is like... what order do you watch Star Wars in?
The order of first release.
Good answer.
Alright, we've got 3 Star Wars films.
But I'm going to blow your mind right now.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Okay, you watch Star Wars.
Yes.
4, 5.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
No.
6.
No.
You know why?
Why?
Because the reveal happens, that Darth Vader is Anakin Skywalker.
And then we see Darth Vader
and then
happen.
you see the flashback. And then episode 6 happens
we end at the end.
to get the taste out of your mouth.
Okay. But some would argue that episode 6 was terrible.
Some would argue that episode 6 was terrible. Are you one of those people? Because they're wrong.
I just say it's the worst of the first 3.
It's the worst of the first 3. Like, Empire's amazing.
Yeah.
And, like, A New Hope can just actually stand on its own, just as a movie. Like,
It did.
Yeah. Like, I'm
That's
aware
why
of
they made more.
I'm aware of that, but I'm just saying that, like, if they'd never made any more Star Wars movies, people would still be like, hey, you remember Star Wars? That shit was fucking great, right?
Oh, Star Wars is so good.
Yeah.
And they've been releasing the Battlefront dropped gameplay. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
They've been showing how far they got with it. They've been getting pretty far. Like, the models haven't been all there, but you can run around as Chewbacca shooting stuff in next gen. I want that.
Okay, the thing that gets me is that it's going to be released on by Christmas this year.
That's true. It is actually coming out.
Yeah.
Thank the gods.
Like, I'm not going to lie, I was dubious. Like, you remember when the first time that you saw the 8080 Lego, it's like,
Yes, no.
Battlefront, DICE.
Half.
We're using this engine again.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, for the love of Christ. please, Battlefield 4 is a train wreck, and Hardline's finally got a release date, and like I don't know how
Yeah, 6 months late.
Yeah. I don't realise how I didn't realise how apathetic I was about Battlefield until I tried to play 4.
No.
Like 3 was good.
Did you try and play 4 within the first month of release?
Yeah.
That's your problem.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I forgot that I had expected a video game to be completed on release. I guess I'm living in the 90s still.
Yep.
Back when you couldn't patch things.
Yep.
You know Space Station Silicon Valley?
Yep.
So an N64 game? You
Yep.
physically can't complete that game in this region.
Brilliant.
Do you know how infuriating that is? Okay, I will never see the true ending.
I'm so sorry. You will because of YouTube.
No.
You'll see it in 60 frames a second.
No, I won't. It's an N64 game. I'll see it at 4 FPS if I'm lucky.
60 hertz translates to 60 frames a second.
Yeah, but at the same time, people are still moving like... Hey.
Yeah, the animation is slower. But the
That's like
video you're receiving to your eyeballs will be 60 frames.
That's like saying that if on GoldenEye you just like shoot a grenade launcher into the ground like a shit ton of times and look down, you're not seeing 4 frames a second of animation. You're still seeing 60 frames of animation because you're looking at a screen and it's outputting at 60 hertz.
Yes, it's rendered video.
Yeah, of course it is. But you're still seeing 4 frames a second, Peter.
Absolutely.
Okay, speaking of 60 frames a second and all this exciting stuff...
This has been a heavily technical podcast.
To close my list of interesting things about which to talk, and we're going to take a look at the last year. It's been 1 full year since the console generation dropped.
Yeah.
What the fuck has happened?
We are finally getting what was promised.
I mean Drive Club.
Drive Club is finally released.
It's really good as well.
Yeah.
Unless you want the PS Plus free version.
Oh yeah, that's on hold
Indefinitely.
Yeah, no, that's kind of a joke.
But also the PlayStation 4 2.0 update has most of the sharing features we wanted that were slated for launch.
Yeah.
We're getting Xbox titles coming out which were meant to be killer apps, like Sunset Overdrive.
Sunset Overdrive, I will say, is a really very good video game.
But isn't it a case of...
I can't wait for it to be on PC.
Yeah, but isn't it a case of... It's a must-have for Xbox One owners.
Yeah.
That's only because there's bugger all else.
Yeah, no, like I'd love to see it like on a shelf with Rise, Son of Rome. Just like it's just an embarrassing library.
Within the last year, everything worth buying on the Xbox One has come out on PC.
Yeah.
Not happened to Sony.
That's because Sony actually keep their promises.
Wow.
Like I hate to say it.
Wow.
Like I mean,
Times change.
Microsoft. Yeah, I know, right? You remember, like back when like
They were like, oh, buy the PSP, it will connect to your PS3. It didn't very well at all.
and remember all those racist adverts?
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm playing Nut. Not all right.
I'm playing Nut outside.
Not all right at all.
That was not okay.
And then they did that whole like baby thing. They've really redeemed themselves.
Yeah.
I'd say that it's been some pretty heavy retribution. Or was that Redemption game, Red Dead Redemption, that we'll never see an HD re-release of?
No.
Sure, we must do.
We'll never see a sequel.
Rockstar have said that they have the IP and they're still working on it, so it's either going to be a re-release in HD, next gen, or PC.
Don't hold your breath.
I don't know. Or a Vita port.
No.
Yeah.
No, be out on the iOS.
Although Vita does get a lot of ports.
The Vita gets so many ports. That port of Final Fantasy X is really good, though.
Yeah, Vita, once again, has made this entire previous year of owning a PlayStation 4 feel more worth it as well.
I was going to say, like, when we were playing Diablo 3 at your place,
Yeah.
it was, like, amazing that
Free
you
player,
could use
yeah.
the thing that got me, though, was that there was almost no, like, Wii U connectivity on there.
Yeah.
Like, I was expecting it to be able to be used as a menu, like, you wouldn't have to interrupt gameplay.
Yeah.
They are missing a trick in some certain
A
ways.
little
but,
bit, yeah.
But I feel like, that'll be something for the first-party games to work
Yeah, it's
on.
down to the developers
Like-
who have access to the features.
Little Big Planet 3, I think, will inevitably...
Oh, so good.
end up using like Little Big Planet on PS Vita is already like it uses the back touchscreen a
It's,
lot.
in my opinion, the best Little Big Planet.
Really? Better than
Absolutely.
two?
Yeah, no, the Vita is the best game. It just fits in your pocket so well.
So you have a Little Big Planet in your pocket.
Yeah, but it's got the full feature set of 2 in terms of gameplay mechanics. But I much prefer the storyline, the level design for the single player. Well, it's not even single player. You can jump in as multiplayer and co-op those damn things. Like it's even more fun, better progression. the customization is so much easier using a finger on a damn screen than using a flappy analog stick.
You see, for me, I actually use a keyboard and mouse
On the PlayStation.
on the PlayStation because I'm MLG. Wow. Is it possible to be MLG at Little Big Planet with floaty platform controls and like weird physics jumping?
I've seen some very good
Stephen
FPSs
Fry.
made with that game.
You know, I've made a couple of like pretty next level things on there, but oh my god, it's so much hard work.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I've been particularly impressed with the last year of next gen.
I have.
Like, I'm impressed with Sony's offerings. I'm not impressed with Microsoft, which therefore leaves me like a neutral slate. And the only people left are Nintendo.
But then again, Nintendo have taken 2 years to actually get their kind of killer apps. You know what I mean?
What are you talking about? Everybody loved Nintendo Land.
And Wind Waker re-release.
But like we said earlier, they're finally creeping back into profit.
That said, as well, like it's going to be a lot of profit. I think that this time, what is it, next month?
Yeah,
we're going to see a
big
shift.
It was 600% increase with Mario Kart, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's going to be.
That meant that me and 5 other people,
yeah, exactly, yeah,
owned Wii U's.
It's going to be something similar with. I think Smash, you've got to.
We're not even going to. It's not even going to be like quantifiable in percent. I think that just Iwata's face is going to like merge into the moon, and he and Reggie Fils-Aimé are just going to kiss.
And they pushed Smash Brothers European release a week ahead.
Are we the 25th as well?
28th.
Holy shit! Wow.
But you can't get your special amiibo pack with Mario until the 5th of December.
Oh no! What a problem. It's fun. I'm just going to steal the amiibos. I'm going to force them to come with me. I love that we're edging slowly, like closer and closer to small soldiers territory, though. We're putting chips in toys.
Teaching them how to fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
When Mario has Tommy Lee Jones's voice, then that's it.
Tommy Lee Jones would make an amazing Mario. I mean, we can't, God rest his soul, have Bob Hoskins anymore. Would you watch Super Mario Bros. 2 with Will Smith as Luigi?
Yes.
Because we're not having John Leguizamo anymore.
The world needs a black Luigi. Give America a black Luigi.
Well, why not?
You know what there needs to be?
Oh, God.
A Highlander video game.
Why isn't there a Highlander video game?
I don't know. Let's once again, my intellectual property. Obviously I don't own Highlander, but the idea for a video game is mine.
You know what gets me? The fact that I watched that new RoboCop remake. It's really good.
Yeah.
Like, really good.
Yeah.
I can't believe those words are coming out your mouth.
No, it's have you not seen it?
I've seen it.
It's really good.
Bad.
What are you talking
about? RoboCop.
Oh no! Oh, he's not slow and clunky anymore.
No, it's just not cheesy. RoboCop movie is a cheesy movie, and that's why it's good.
Yeah, I know, but this movie was just like, okay, fine, it wasn't really good, but it was definitely more watchable than a lot of people are giving it credit for. Like, I watched it, it was fun. Like, there were bits where like they tried to make it a bit too serious, but. Like Jason Lee was in it, right? That was Jason Lee.
I'm fairly certain it wasn't him.
I was almost sure that it was Jason Lee. To be fair, I had other things in my mind. Like, oh my god, look at the state of these robots. Doing like backflips and stuff. Like, I was always going to love it, but there's no game of it.
Yeah.
And like, when I was watching it, I was like, oh my god, what has happened to the video game movie link?
That is funny. Yeah. Earlier on you mentioned how... which game is it? They're not making an old gen version because it won't look as good. When we transitioned into the PS3 era, they were still making PS2 ports of PS3 games that were shit. Especially movie tie-ins.
Oh my god, Batman Begins on GameCube.
All of the things on the old generations then, they were still making them. They were still looking shit. But now, they're cutting games that won't look as good on the old generations. And we're not getting... movie tie-ins.
Why aren't we getting fucking movie tie-ins as much?
I think they're not profitable.
I guess that they're not profitable, but they have been some of the gems of our lifetime.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man 2, Shrek and Roll.
Oh my god, dude. Let's not bring Shrek
Shrek Bash.
Shrek, that swamp wrestling game?
Yeah, that game was...
Yeah, that one.
I'm just thinking, maybe it's because, didn't they always just kind of farm the horrible movie tie-in games off to the weird studios that nobody'd heard of, but all those studios now are just making iOS games and Candy Crush and things like that.
It's a very different world we live in, where like Spider-Man, all those movies have games. They're all really good.
Yeah. Well, Iron Man games, well, they're published by Sega.
Yeah, and they were rubbish.
They were
But, like,
rubbish.
It's really surprising that we live in a world now where we can't have like an Iron Man 3 game, but we can have like 20 Candy Crushes a day.
We don't have a best film of the year that doesn't have Lego bricks, but does have Chris Pratt. Guardians of the Galaxy. There is no game, but we can spend £84 on Disney Infinity characters, which is essentially all we're getting.
And Disney Infinity, for the record, is so awful that Peter, after we'd played it, purged all of the data from his PS4. Like, he was like, I don't want any trace that this has been on here.
Yeah, I made sure all the packaging went back in perfectly to the box. I wanted to pretend we didn't open it.
But we can never take those times back, Peter.
It's just so big and slow.
I was really surprised when, as Iron Man, I was allowed to assault a civilian. Like, literally shoot them in the face. I was like, that's not very Disney. It's very Iron Man. It's not very Disney.
It feels like Disney is now the parent that gives you a game to make stuff, but they've left you unattended in a playbox with dangerous things.
So good. The sandbox has scissors in, but who knew?
Yeah.
Whereas, like, Skylanders at least is like a competently made video game, I guess.
Good level design in comparison.
Yeah, like, I mean, obviously, I've not played the new one yet, but like, I played the original and it was actually pretty sweet. Mm-hmm. Like, the toy thing was completely ancillary, but it was like a Gauntlet clone. It was okay. I don't know. It's just weird that games have become this.
What will they be in the future?
What will it be? Marketing tools, inevitably.
I think...
Like Zynga.
You know what I think is going to happen within the next 2 years?
What?
That new Nintendo idea where it's about making you sleep and live healthy is going to be...
What?
Have you not heard of this?
No?
Nintendo have come out saying that they are working on new hardware. It's about fitness, and it's about making sure you go to bed at the right time and you play games appropriately and you stay healthy. That's going to be the premise for the next console. Within 2 years, we will see the successor to the Wii U, because the Wii U is going under, just tanking so heavily. And it's going to be...
So what you think is that we're going to see Nintendo implanting chips into children, like, go to sleep.
Yeah, it'll be
We are monitoring brainwaves.
It'll be a bedside assistant of some kind, I'm sure. And it will say...
It'll be so cute. It'll be on a watch.
Yeah, you've played...
That's perfect.
It'll have NFC as well.
Yeah.
Because all your toys you attach to it will communicate with you.
And like, it'll have like Miiverse integration, which will be really heavily censored, and it'll be like, it is time to go to sleep now.
Yeah.
And it'll just be like, but it's 7 a.m. It'll be like, go to sleep. Yeah. And then it'll inject you with enough neurotoxin that Iwata can drive to your house, pick up your body, and turn you into an amiibo.
That's how they do it.
Happy Halloween. There's never been an Andreas Family game.
Yes, there has.
Oh, Festus Quest on NES.
Yes, and there's been another one for like one of the films on the Mega Drive.
What? Fuck off.
Yeah, come on.
Really?
Yeah, I played it. It's great.
I remember...
You play as a really short Gomez.
What?
Gotta find it.
I remember playing Festus Quest on NES after watching the James Rolfe thing, but never even like it's such a prime thing, especially for these days. You know, you could co-op as all their family members. Lurch could have like throwing powers. Pugsley could actually be that internet meme fedora tipping guy that you always see everywhere.
Imagine...
He's so fat now.
Imagine the Addams Family game as a Fox Engine game. God! And like the
Standing
whole house is all like
the edge.
Creaky, and they look really realistic. Yeah, there's been a fuck ton. There's the Values. Addams Family Values had a video game.
Wow.
And it was Ocean Software. Ocean Software, who made a million video game tie-ins. That's why we don't have video game tie-ins anymore. Sorry, like TV, film tie-ins of video games.
Yeah.
Because Ocean Software isn't a thing anymore. Ocean Software was the best fucking developer of the SNES Mega Drive era.
Wow.
They made all of the ports all of the...
they didn't do the Terminator versus Robocop one, did they?
They did Highlander, they did the Addams Family, they did Batman games, they did Robocops, they did Transformers, Waterworld, WrestleMania, Jurassic Park, Knight Rider, Darkman, Dennis the Menace, Eek the Cat, Flintstones, Manchester United Championship Soccer, Lethal Weapon, more Batmans, and, you know, just generally everything. everything that you could watch on TV and film in an
Well, Peter, your knowledge of Ocean software sure is encyclopedic.
I work with a guy who worked at Ocean.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
He has an Ocean mug, and he's very proud of it, and he's rightly proud of it.
He should be proud of it. Yeah, no, to be fair, those games, the ones that you listed, were actually really good. Like, the Darkman game was great.
Yeah.
The Darkman movie, however, was great.
Anything with Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson makes fucking anything good. He has a very specific set of skills, and most of them involve filmmaking.
So I saw the trailer for Taken 3 at the cinema.
They're making a Tekken 3?
Taken 3, the trailer alone is better than Taken 2.
Well, yeah, Taken 2 wasn't really, like, very good, was it?
Taken 3, during the trailer, he's on the phone
Like, it didn't even have Gone.
He's on the phone to the Mr. America secret government agent. And the Mr. America secret government agent is being all like, and we know that you have this unique set of skills, but whatever you do, we will find you. And we will arrest you, because we're the government, we're nice. Look how they almost tease me in with that line that everybody loves.
That line is the best line, though.
Taken 3, that should be the next video game film property. Please.
Can you play as
It'll be a trilogy. It'll be like a Die Hard trilogy on PlayStation.
No,
We get 3
please.
games in one.
Which one was the best one, though?
Die Hard 2,
With a
the first
vengeance.
person. No, not the driving game.
The driving
that was
game.
so bad. That was so bad. No, 2 was the best one.
Yeah, no, to be fair, the light gun thing was
Light gun
fun.
game was the
Yeah.
best one.
Have you never played the NES Die Hard game?
No.
Oh my god. You have a feet meter? If you walk on glass, your feet meter goes down. You become slower and harder to kill.
That's
Well,
fantastic.
easier to kill, harder to kill with.
I get it.
Yeah.
There's a game, Freedom Wars, I think. It's PS Vita, where you are playing a character who is part of this world where you're sort of held in prison with like a 1,000,000-year sentence.
And you have to buy down your
You have
sentence.
to buy down your sentence by proving that you're more worthy than the other people with the same sentences. And at the start of the game, doing things like taking 3 steps in your jail cell gets you like a 10-year penalty. And then like you go to the bed and you have a lie down and it says, would you like to sleep? Yes, to save your game. Yes, of course you do. Would you like to lie down? Yes. If you lie down to sleep, bam, 50-year penalty because you don't have the privileges. And then if you finally get the privileges to leave your cell and you decide to have a chat with one of the guards, bam, penalty for distracting a guard because you don't have the privileges yet.
What is the point of this game?
It's fun because you progress up above the ranks and the actual core gameplay is Monster Hunter-like.
Right.
Yeah.
So what you're
go
saying
out
is
to
that it's
the
like
map.
Monster Hunter,
It's like Monster Hunter.
but you have to constantly check your privilege.
And because it's a Vita game, whenever you get slapped with a penalty, you got to give like a thumbprint to the official documents on the screen.
If I was a kid, that would like blow my mind.
Yeah.
I would be like, "Wow, it's really my thumbprint."
It's this month. It's this month's killer game for the Vita. They just have so many. Every month there's at least one really good game coming out.
Yeah, 3DS has that.
No,
He lied to his friends.
And now the summer's over, we're done with all the 3DS games.
Yeah, no. To be fair, I've been playing a lot of Smash and Bread.
Smash and bread.
Smash and
It's
Bread.
like bread and butter.
No, it's a game I play outside with a baseball bat.
Living in Cornwall.
Oh, talking about bread, has anyone seen that Quap type game, Life of Bread or
fuck
something?
off.
That's a surgeon simulator. Guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Surgeon Simulator guys have made a game about bread because apparently you don't have to have a premise anymore.
I, being one of those people who day one bought Goat Simulator, day one bought the Goat Simulator port, backed the Bear Simulator and Rock Simulator.
You backed Rock Simulator.
I cannot wait to be a slice of bread. I'm going to get this game and I'm going to ace it.
Like, what are they thinking?
They're thinking we've got a great. way
They're
to-
thinking to themselves,
Money.
man, people will buy anything these days.
Let's make some money. Let's take the most inanimate edible object. The most inanimate edible object.
Yeah, it's never even been alive. One time it was wheat.
Well, it's got yeast. That's alive.
Yeah, I guess it
Is it
was. Because bread often has bacteria. Do you reckon if you don't play the game, just leave it out running for like
It becomes penicillin.
get bacteria? Yeah.
Holy shit, that should be like a secret achievement. You leave it. You literally leave for as long as Fleming left his house, and you come back, and it's just, and like everyone's giving you a Nobel Prize. Like the dev team are just stood around your computer, just slowly clapping.
Well, that'll be the silver achievement, or the silver trophy will be
leave it out.
Leave it out. Wait,
Create penicillin.
Create penicillin and win the world.
Yeah, that's pretty. Well, what would the gold be then?
The goal would be finish the game.
But how can you finish? What is that piece of bread's like? To be involved in a loving sandwich?
Maybe it's
To become a hearty
Maybe it
toast?
has to land on the back of a cat, and then the cat has to go out a window.
Oh my god! Then it just levitates into the sky.
Oh yeah, there we go. Wait,
Perfect.
So no, your bread. You have to. Okay, the story mode is you have to get butter, get buttered, and then find another bread to butter up.
This sounds an awful lot like life.
Fill the sandwich. Yes. The whole thing is just some sort of weird.
It's a horrible
bread
analogy.
allegory
Yeah.
of life.
Oh my god. This isn't all right. Have we
it-
just found depth in Bread Simulator?
Because you know how in like Christianity, bread is Jesus skin.
Yeah, and obviously in the Hunger Games books,
Yeah.
panem means bread
Yeah.
in Latin.
And you know how bread tastes nice in your mouth.
Yeah, and baguettes are clearly the worst thing in the world. What
Yeah.
the fuck are the French thinking?
Don't know what they were thinking. You can't get to the bread stuff without
Yeah,
getting
and like
crumbs
there's
everywhere.
like two awful end bits. Like I can eat like an end of bread.
Yeah.
I can eat like a crust.
Yeah, but big fat
But baguette,
ends of baguette.
no, hurts your teeth.
No. Baguette Simulator will probably be the DLC.
Baguette Simulator sounds an awful lot like a porn game. I know that the crushing silence here is very telling.
We should do a feature on porn games for the next episode.
Agreed.
Let's
Agreed.
get the commenters to suggest some ideas down in the comments box.
Yeah, and if you comment anything wrong, then you can now have 2 years in prison.
Yep, that's the one.
What is that about? I mean, we're censoring Twitch. You can get put in prison for trolling.
Yeah, it's a good, happy world to live in.
Yeah.
The internet
Orwell
is
was
so
right.
untamed. We need to slap some laws on there.
Yeah.
Although, congratulations to Hungary.
For taxing the internet?
The internet tax was going through. Well, the telecommunications tax was going through, and then the people of Hungary were like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, motherfuckers! Protest!" And now the Hungarian government is saying, "Oh, you know what? Let's look over the bill again and not put it out anymore."
It's going to be something ridiculous like 50 cents per megabyte.
They're doing per gigabyte. You're getting taxed per gigabyte of transmitted data.
What the fuck?
That's the Hungarian internet tax. And the protests this week were successful, and it's gone back to...
You see, this is what happens when I don't have the internet. Everyone else freaks out about it.
Yeah. So where's Toby? Flipping tables halfway around Europe.
Shitposting's gone down by 50%.
Yeah, your TV night is so quiet right now.
Yeah, I know, right?
The last thing you put up there was your exclusive spooky, scary wallpaper.
I was thinking about changing this wallpaper.
Oh my god, can we get the wallpaper to flash up on the podcast?
Yeah.
I think that should probably be
Everyone,
it.
you can find a link to download it below. Now
It'll
watch
be
it
ready
turn
for
3D.
It'll be ready for next Spookmas. I think that's about all we've got time for, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you've enjoyed the podcast, then, well,
Shame on you, or
Yeah.
shame on us.
I don't know what's wrong with me personally, but I know that Peter and John have put down their damnedest to be personable, so thank you guys.
Yeah,
It's been a pleasure having you in my home.
It's been a pleasure having you speaking alongside us.
Thanks. If you at home have enjoyed this, then you can click that like button. I don't know.
Thumbs up.
How's this going out? Is this a video?
Yeah, it's going to go a video.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, let's do that. You can also click on twitter.com and find us at twitter.com/thekillerbits. I completely scoffed that.
It's okay because
Because I've only been doing this for 3.5 years.
it's okay because no matter how you tell them to go to Twitter, they can still go to facebook.com/thekillerbits and leave a like there. Well, actually leave a like with a thumbs up.
You know what, Peter?
Yeah.
I think that they should also go to patreon.com/thekillerbits.
Yeah.
And we don't have a Patreon.
But
we're
we
not
will-
worth money.
We will have twatch.com/thekillerbits where we will be shirtless streaming 24 hours a day at our the Pikachu onesie-a-thon.
Oh my god. Poor Fran. I wonder how this will actually affect Fran. Because, like,
Emotionally?
I mean, obviously, like, she's not gonna, like, she's not the kind of person that wears, like, super low-cut tops. She's actually there to play video games. But at the same time, does this mean that she now has a dress code? Is this like living in Syria?
Find out next week. Find out next time on The Killerbits. Explosions everywhere! Look at all these explosions!
Oh, it's just like Syria.